I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance.
Are we all ready to have a great time? Listen, I am so thrilled to be here. My name is Sangweni, and as you can tell, all decked out in green because of a brand that I absolutely love. Please put your hands together for the Body Shop South Africa. Oh, come on. We know we love the body butters. We know the eye serum saves us from those bad nights out. So one more time, can you give a big round of applause to the Body Shop South Africa? That is more like it. Wherever you are within the Sandton Convention Center, how about you come a little closer to our stage? Let me tell you, we are about to have a change-making beauty time. And I am not alone in this. I am ready to be enthralled.
Oh, cute. I thought the colors.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for folks who will be joining me for this beauty of change conversations. First and foremost, someone who is certainly no stranger to you, but more than that, we love what she publishes. Please put your hands together for Kaunda Selisho, aka K, who's the Deputy Lifestyle Editor at News 24. And then please keep your hands going for our queen of the country. She is the first runner-up Miss South Africa 2024. Please put your hands together for Nompumelelo Maduna.
Hello.
Someone who we are absolutely thrilled to have here as well because of her incredible story. She's an attorney, she's a triathlete, and somehow she spends the same 24 hours in a day that we do as well. Please put your hands together for Tracey Lusty.
Hi guys, so good to be here.
And someone who is an absolute rock star because she is part of the force behind the Body Shop South Africa. Please put your hands together for Marketing Manager for the Body Shop South Africa, Refilwe Mashego. I love the applause, I love the engagement. We are going to have ourselves a great time for sure. Welcome to a conversation we are calling The Beauty of Change. We'll be discussing so much that goes into what beauty is, what change is, how all of this means in our time that we're living in, and more than that, what the Body Shop is doing to build on the beauty of change. So, Ref, let me start off with you. Firstly, we are here.
Yeah.
It is incredible.
Indeed.
You know, we talk about the beauty of change, and as the Body Shop, we talk about change-making beauty. I want to find out from you, what is change-making beauty, and what does it mean for you and for us?
Well, change-making beauty is really all about being ethically engaged and being a conscious citizen, right? It is about taking from the planet or giving back to the planet what you take out of it. We've always been a brand about people, about planet, and about community, and that is really what encompasses change-making beauty. We've never really had a language for it until recently. And landing on the term change-making beauty really rounds up our journey as a brand. Yeah.
Absolutely. I love the fact that when we buy into the Body Shop, we aren't just buying into products, we're buying into mission and the way they are committed to helping the planet as well. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
Kudos to you. Okay, I want to get to you now as someone who is a key player in the South African media landscape. Let us talk about what beauty means and the evolution of beauty and how you play a part in the narrative of what beauty looks like in 2024.
Well, I've always engaged with the media before I became a part of it, and that involved, helping me develop a better understanding of how we form our understanding of beauty, and media plays a very big part in that. And now being part of the media, and this is where we're similar to the Body Shop, where we just go back to the fundamentals. The fundamentals of media are to inform, to educate, and to entertain, but there's also another part of that, which is to do that ethically. So doing that ethically is keeping in mind that we have the power to help people shape their understanding of beauty and to wield the power that we have responsibly in the language that we use, in the narratives that we choose to advance, and also in the brands that we choose to spotlight through our work.
Absolutely. Hey, Ref, doesn't ethically sound a little familiar to us?
It sounds deeply
Yes.
familiar, and I really, really enjoy it.
Well-
And sorry, Sia, just to touch on what Kay was saying, I think we've always been about being a force for good, and working with media partners has been a very deliberate and very conscious step that we've taken, and that's why we wanted Kay as part of the conversation, because we want to shed light on the different perspectives of change, of beauty, and how it is that we take care of our planet.
100%. And by the way, if you'd like to be part of the conversation, then let's absolutely do it. You can be on social media and use the hashtag TBSXBeautyPlayground or Clicks Beauty Playground. So you can hashtag away so that you can be part of the conversation. So, Kay, thank you for that. Nompumelelo, our queen.
Yes.
Absolute queen. You know, there's something so extraordinary about what pageants represent and beauty pageants in that. For a very long time, beauty was a cookie cutter and looked one particular way. What does beauty mean to you nowadays, and what are you doing to extend and move that narrative forward?
Beauty, Sia, has become about a constant evolution. And we see it in today's playground that, you know, the narrative of beauty has now been driven about not necessarily the past look and the physical appearance. You know, I love to look in the mirror every morning and say words of affirmation, but I've completely redefined what those words are, which are not just beauty, pretty. I'm like, I am smart, I'm intelligent, I'm a go-getter.
Yes.
Because we need to ignite that in our young minds as well, to say, you know, if I can be beautiful inside first, then that will simply just exude on the outside. So it's very important for us to not just shape ourselves as individuals, but to also shape the mindsets that we're growing with. So I love to see that the evolution is a constant one, that we have the ability to shape.
Yeah.
And then, Tracey Lee, we talk about change-making beauty. I believe change-making is part of a transformation. It's about a constant within you. Can you talk to us a little about your own personal transformation?
Thanks, yeah, absolutely. I think that's what's so phenomenal about beauty, is that it is ever changing, it is ever evolving, and we can reinvent ourselves every single day. I've had the absolute privilege of being a plus size curvy model and embracing my curves and loving every second of that. And I'm also sitting now as a straight size woman, and absolutely loving that and embracing that as well. So I really do feel it's been an absolute privilege for me to have experienced, honestly, both sides of what we call beauty.
If you could give us a nugget or two about how one can begin to transform themselves, what would you say?
I think it really starts within. I think a lot of the time when we think beauty, we think outward appearance, we think makeup. I mean, these are amazing things, but I think transformation always starts within, and especially with something called self-love. That's something that has been the tapestry through which I've lived the last 8 years, whilst I have been ongoing and doing this very public journey, you know, on social media. And I think look within, and you always find the answers within. Yeah, body positivity is always something that I have lived my life by, and it's not a club reserved for any person.
Yes.
It is something that is unique to yourself. And on the topic of uniqueness, celebrate the flaws, celebrate the uniqueness. Honestly, what makes you stand out and what makes you beautiful is the fact that you are fiercely and authentically, uniquely yourself.
Absolutely. You are preaching today, Tracey Lee. Refilwe, I know this is something that the Body Shop absolutely believes in, something that we absolutely believe and work towards constantly.
Yes.
Let's talk about redefining beauty. What do you have to say about that before I go to Nompumelelo?
You know, I think a lot of the time, and Sia, if you have a look at media and you look at the images that are out there, it's all women or men that have been retouched, they look glossy, they look done up, no imperfections. But that's not true beauty, and that's not true to the everyday human, right? And so as a brand, we have committed ourselves to showcasing the real human. We don't retouch our images. If there is an imperfection, that's what it is, and that's why our products exist. That's what we're here to help you do. Take care of the imperfections and also embrace them. They are what they are, and it doesn't take away from who you are as a human. It doesn't make you less beautiful. You are valued and you belong in this very beautiful place called Earth.
Absolutely. Can we give a round of applause to that? Yes. And then Nompumelelo, what do you have to say about that? What's your true north when it comes to redefined beauty?
You know, Sia, I like what Refilwe mentioned about us being conscious. And I reference consciousness because we often find ourselves referencing the image that we see. And for me, I've defined my true north as who I really am. And I think that it's important to be rooted in your true identity, finding out what is it that makes me the best version of myself without identifying with what I see, because what I see is not necessarily always what is. And again, to go into the social norms, the social media platforms that we see the beauty that's demonstrated, it's completely changed, it's evolved, and we need to evolve with that. And that's the conscious mindset that we move with. And finding that true north is truly finding what it is that is my true identity. Where do I belong? And how can I be a constant evolution of this beauty, of this end game? Because we see women like Viola Davis who are raw, who are pure and authentic and are showcasing that on social media. And we also see women like Sheryl Sandberg who are breaking barriers in spaces where we thought we wouldn't have a voice because of we have to have a certain physical appearance. But we do now because beauty has transcended and has become a different inclusion. So we become disruptors in that inclusion. And I know we use the term inclusion so loosely. My friend Mia, who's currently in Mexico, representing us, coming back with that crown on the 17th of November. You know, she constantly reminds me that it's not up to her to revisit how we include her. It's up to us to revisit how we continue to include everyone else. And that's the disruption that we need to live in. It's uncomfortable, it's different, but it's up to us to be open-minded to learning, to growing, and to be comfortable in the discomfort. It's changing, and that's change. It's not meant to be comfortable. So my true north is defined in my identity.
Fantastic, fantastic. Kay, as someone who is a major player in the media game, what are you seeing in terms of trends and how change-making beauty is evolving locally and internationally as well?
All right, so earlier I spoke about the power that we as the media have, but that has also grown to include the consumer, the reader, the viewer. Thanks to things like social media, they now also have the power to define what the trends are, to define what beauty is, and to put their hands up and say, I'm in this world and I exist like this, and this is my idea of beauty. And this also allows us to expand the vocabulary and the language that we use when speaking about beauty, when speaking about trends. And a lot of people often speak about media and social media as adversarial, but these are things that can work together because we're not producing the media content that we do in a one-way format, you know. We're producing it in a way that we want people to speak back to us, so we're also able to listen to what it is that they're able to say, because it's, like I said, it's not a one-way conversation that we now define beauty. So some of the trends that I'm seeing is also people leaning, some of the trends that I'm seeing is people leaning towards thinking about the impact that they're making on the planet that they exist in. Think about the impact that they make in their interactions with others. So people are looking to more ethically packaged, reusable brands, brands that have a message that aligns with who people are. Those are some of the trends that we're seeing. So even if you want the latest, maybe color-changing product or the latest fragrance, you still want to have it with a brand that you know you can trust and a brand that you know isn't taking away from the planet that we're all trying to make sure is here even long after we're gone.
Absolutely. And I love that you mentioned that, because there's a stat here that really stunned me for a minute. A whopping 63% of consumers nowadays believe that sustainability is important in beauty products. And isn't that just such a great indication of what the world is right now and where the world is moving? So I wonder, Refilwe, how is the Body Shop aligning with that and answering this call that consumers are asking for?
This is my favorite question. I love this question because we're doing so much. As of December 2023, we've become 100% vegan certified.
Can we have a moment for that? 100% vegan certified.
100% vegan certified. That means all of our products take care of people, all of our products take care of community, all of our products take care of planet. All of our packaging is also recyclable or made from recyclable products, or recycled products rather. So we always ensure what it is, and I come back to this, what it is that we take out, we're able to give back. The great thing about having reformulated our product range and having it 100% vegan is it makes it that much more efficacious. So it's not just about being sustainable. Now that our products are sourced right from the core ingredient, you're able to get that much more efficacy out of it, that much more power. I quite like our vitamin C range. That is, yeah?
You know I love that.
You know, so everything, and if you have a look, Sia, in fact, on our packaging, we always have our vegan iconography. You'll never miss it. It would either be at the front of the package or at the back, but it will always be somewhere where a consumer cannot miss it, to ensure that they know what they're purchasing is good for the planet and is good for themselves.
Right. I absolutely love that, and it feels amazing to be responsible truly about it within the world that we're living in. So just in rounding up, I'm going to go to each one of you, and I wonder if you could leave us with a gem, with a lesson truly about change-making beauty, and how we can take this conversation and how we can take these lessons and just take them beyond Click's Beauty Playground and start to, if we haven't already, truly live them. Kay, what would you have to say around that?
I think I'll just go back to the old adage of being the change that you want to see in the world.
Hey, Kay, giving us a quotable here, yes?
So it's people remembering the power that they have and the influence that they have, not just over a large group of people, but even in your immediate circle. For example, I'm a mom to a little girl, and she wants to copy everything that I do. So even when she sees me getting all done up and made up because I want to look just a little bit fancier for that day, she wants to do what I'm doing. So with products that I have, I'm changing the language around how I look. I don't tell her I want to look beautiful, I tell her I want to look just a little bit fancy for the day, so that she knows that no matter what she has going on, she still looks beautiful. And also using products that I trust. So when I'm spraying my Body Shop fragrance mist on myself and she wants a little bit, it's ingredients that I can trust to go on someone that I care about so much. So that's the change that I am, that I'd like to see in the world.
Thank you for that, Kay. Nompumelelo, what does change-making beauty mean to you, and how can we live it over the next while once we leave Click's Beauty Playground?
I think one thing that's important to reiterate that we've been speaking about is that we're living in a symbiotic relationship with everything that is around us. So what we use is the exact thing that we are doing to be part of the change. So how we are influenced by the products we use, we can influence others as well, and we are also conscious about what we're doing to our environment and what we're doing to our bodies. So I think something that I would like to leave, and I have a mentorship program for young women, is to be inspired by the bigger goal, who they can become, and not just what is the facade. And that's why I love this hashtag for today, Change Making Beauty, because we have moved away from the facade of the physical appearance and have become finally in tune with true, authentic, pure beauty. So that conscious mindset that we are building, we need to instill in young minds as well.
Thank you for that. Tracey Lee, what about you?
I think it's just to continue doing sort of what I have been doing online. I think, recognizing that people like myself and everyone sitting up here, is that me?
That's just the impact.
Oh, okay.
The
Profoundness of the words.
Impact you have.
Is just to continue doing that and to also understand that, as an influencer, for lack of a better word, I do hold a position of power and privilege, and it's very important to me that I am sharing a message that beauty is inclusive. And that's something that I have been doing, since day one of launching Fitness Girl, is that beauty comes in every shape, size, and form, every color, every creed, and that there isn't really, a one-size-fits-all. The fact is that beauty is change making. It is about difference. It's about celebrating differences. So if I had to leave that with my audience and continue doing that and taking up the space and breaking barriers in that sense, then I feel like I'm doing the Lord's work online.
Love it. Refilwe, we'll wrap up with you. What does it mean to you to live change-making beauty and to really change beauty for the better as we move on forward?
I think for me, Sia, change-making beauty is active citizenry. It is being conscious of every step that you take in every area of your life. It's not just about a beauty product. It's not about a fragrance. It is more than that. I love what Kay was saying. There are people, younger, older, looking to you for certain cues, and we need to be very deliberate about how we translate those. So if I were to leave anybody with anything today, it would be an active citizen in every aspect of your life, and that will translate effortlessly into change-making beauty.
Well, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for believing that, for living that, and also showing that a brand can do that. As I said a little earlier, it's not just about buying product. It's about being able to make an impact in your communities. More so to brands out there, it is possible. You can be responsible, as the Body Shop South Africa shows us with community fair trade, as it shows us with how you live change-making beauty, how we are sustainable and responsible, 100% vegan and the likes, and we're able to make each and every one of our patrons, our customers, anyone who interacts with the Body Shop, feel their own kind of beauty. So to each and every one of you, thank you. Each and every one of you, thank you so much for being part of the conversation. The conversation certainly does not end. You can be part of our online community. Follow us at The Body Shop South Africa. You can also use the hashtag TBSX. Clicks Beauty Playground. A big thank you, and please put one final round of applause to Refilwe Mashego from the Body Shop, the absolute rock star behind the Body Shop. Also, please put your hands together for Tracey Lee, Lusty, keep those going. For Nompumelelo, Maduna, Selisho, and my name is Sangweni. And until we meet again, see ya.
I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna